So earlier, whenever you were talking about like the hypothetical situation of the perfect king and queen,
The benevolent, smart
yeah.
king and queen.
How would we judge them? What would be the metric that we would go by for this benevolence?
I think when you meet someone who's wise and smart and benevolent, you know it, right? Like you know it. So if you go to the previous sultan, look, there are problems, right? I mean, I know Oman, so there were problems, but man, dude, but you know it, right? Like you,
How would other people know it though? Like I'm thinking, like especially as like a study kind of thing, like
I think
scientifically, like there's metrics, you know.
yeah.
So like how would you, and how do you know that they're not actually still having some kind of other motive for themselves?
You know,
There's
you don't.
there's
really.
that whole argument of is morality, you know,
Yeah.
for the greater good or just for other people to feel good about themselves.
The point is, you don't know, really, in the end, you don't know. But my purpose in raising this conversation is the inanity. When I listen to, especially anybody at all, but especially Americans, in their like, just inane, oh God, it's like I have to swear, and I don't want to swear. But the inanity that I hear about the democratic system, and it's the best system, and then, meanwhile, you were so busy with these bullshit, like political ads, and getting lost in this and lost in that, and like trying to, I don't know, all the stuff that we get lost in. Meanwhile, Tien right here, who's never voted for his leader, never will vote for his leader, right? Meanwhile, the entire Chinese system is set up in a way that they're just moving forward in like there's no tomorrow. And we're busy arguing with each other about whether there's voter fraud when like 10 votes there was some fraudulent bullshit with 10 votes out of 10 million. Meanwhile, the Chinese are just blowing forward, not voting, not caring, doesn't matter to him or any other Chinese student in here. It's completely irrelevant. And on the basis of this, just end up taking over the world. Meanwhile, we're going to be back here with our heads up our asses trying to decide like, oh man, but you know, is voter fraud or whatever it is, the stupid stuff that we're worried about. Meanwhile, it's the century of China, y'all. Like, learn how to say, welcome to McDonald's, can I take your order? Because that's where we're going. Like, it's insane, right? So, like, whatever. I'm not saying that's a good thing, bro, by the way, right? Because I'm not supporting much of what your government is doing, especially regarding your country, too. But, all right, man. Dude, do you have
He's giving you looks.
this guy? Wait, do you have a comment?
He wants to say something.
Wait, can I ask Doreen, by the way? So how about,
Let's go. Come on.
no. How do you think, how do you all think about China, by the way? It's your opportunity.
In what way?
Nah, just like this guy right here, man. Can you be friends with this guy? Dude, you have, man, can I just say something to the class? Dude, can I just say something to the class? We're having fun up here, the three of us right now, and the other Taiwanese students. Dude, Taiwan is a country that is right now an autonomous country. His government says you're not an autonomous country. Chiang Kai-shek, who is being chased out of China by Mao Zedong, and went over the channel into Taiwan, right? And decided to establish like the new. It was a land called Formosa. It's a long story, right? But his country says you're not an independent country. You are part of China, and his country is threatening to invade her country, to say like, no, we're going to invade and we're going to bring you back under Chinese rule. And it's pretty serious, actually, because if his country does that, which he doesn't support, because he's smart enough to know that if they do that, it's going to be all hell's going to break loose in the world. And she doesn't want that because she's going to be the victim of that invasion. And it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible for all of us. And it's really, really, really dangerous. And so while I'm making kind of a joke here, it's actually not a joke, because if his leadership does what they're threatening to do, we're fucked, right? Really. So, do you have anything you want to say about that? Like, are you guys really afraid? Are you afraid of the invasion, or are you just living like the South Koreans are living, assuming that?
I mean, probably a little bit. I think it's more intense when Speaker Pelosi visited Taiwan, and then at that time, because China have a lot of military plane fly over the sea.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about now because I'm in the States for a while, so, for several months. But I think definitely Taiwanese people are a little bit afraid of if China actually invade.
Yeah. So you didn't support when she did that. I didn't support when she did that. She was an idiot to do that. Bro, do you have any thoughts on that? Can you see her position? Do you see the position of time? Yo, hang on, listen up. I have 2 minutes left. I want to hear what he has to say. Yo, hang on. Bro.
Well, what I'm gonna say is about after the Pelosi visited Taiwan, all the internet, all the internet on China are very angry for that because it's kind of to disrupt about the Chinese things, and even the president, she just said we are not guaranteed using the military to invade Taiwan for this one. But what I'm gonna say for about the Chinese standards, everybody know that what the Chinese all are gonna say. But for me, the comments, I mean we just the war system is here. We're gonna to keep peace for that. If there is we really just to invade it or to get the war, but
No, it's very
that's gonna be
dangerous, man. But Chinese people don't want war.
I don't know.
No, but do you want war, bro?
No.
No, dude. Most Chinese people don't want war.
Yeah.
Most Tunisians don't want war. From Botswana, Taiwan, India, Oman. No one wants war. It's just what happens at another level. Hey, listen. Let me just say the following. I got 20 seconds left. First of all, thanks, dudes. Thanks. Man.